Okay, so first off is we have process strategies. So it's how to avoid failure by monitoring delivery while in process and service standard use. And for example is Rusty Pelican. So process strategies is a positive delivery experience starts before you ship a package. Whether you present it as a static content on a shipping page, you should offer good shipping options that are clean and easy to understand. You will never want your customers to be frustrated and confused before even landing on a checkout page. Ensure that the options are easily presented in a graphical manner that's easy to grasp. And next up is we have measure of service quality. Depends on the following: careful planning, careful training, rewards for guests and employees, and consider using many measures or one super measures. So, measure of service quality in fine dining restaurants with a fairly engaging experience. Unexpected parts of service quality is the ability to make relevant recommendations. This can be easily measured by a manager asking the customers questions at the end of the meal, such as how satisfied are you? How satisfied were you with the service recommendations? The manager can also ask if the order placed was influenced by the recommendations. However, this is clearly not measures that would be relevant in a quick service restaurant, showing the importance of context. In quick service restaurants, things like order accuracy and speed of delivery are more accurate in measurements. Next is service standard, which we get job performance standards, managerial observation of delivery process, line employee assessment of guest experience. So, a service standard specifies requirement that should be fulfilled by a service to establish its fitness for purpose. These standards may provide definitions, indicators of service quality, and their levels, or specifies a time period for delivery, such as the standards on handling customers' complaints. This can be in terms of safety or improved communication between a service provider and its customers. Service standards can also give consumers and clients more confidence, reduce cost, and open up markets for businesses. Okay.
Service guarantee persists everyone to consider customer's point of view. Customer perspective refers to an approach that examines a company from the viewpoint of individuals who franchise and utilize its product and service. Pinpoint where service failed. Sa pinpoint, doon nyo naman malalaman yung customer's point of view at kung ano naman dapat ayusin sa servisyo natin. Halimbawa, nagtatrabaho ka sa isang hotel or restaurant, tapos ang pangit ng servisyo mo. Di ba pag ganon, hindi ka pwede kang matagtag agad or hindi ka tumagal sa trabahong yun. Focuses quickly on problem at hand. Pero pag nalaman mo na yung customer's feedback, maagapan agad. Halimbawa, isang customers na nag-check-in sa hotel, tas may sira sa room, ay tatawag ka sa baba. Para maagapan nila agad at saka ma-assist, mapupuntahan ka agad din yun. Enhance likelihood of recovery. Ito naman yung pag alam mong may mali ka o kaya di maganda sa serbisyo mo, pwede mong maayos tas magkaroon ng mas mabilis na recover. Send strong message. Ito yung nagbibigay ang customers ng feedback at magandang message sa inyo. Tulad ng halimbawa ng pag pumunta ka sa isang hotel, di ba lagi kang may feedback kasi malinis yung hotel nila, napakaayos ng assist ng mga staff nila, ganon.
Easy to understand and communicate. You need to deliver the message clearly so there is no misunderstanding or alteration of message, which decreases the potential conflict. As well as being clearly convey a message, you need to listen in a way that gains the full meaning of what being said and makes the other person feel heard and understood. Easy to invoke. People call when they're having a problem with the product, and they're used to do the idea of having to wait in line on the phone. Plus, they can never be sure whether they're going to get the answer that they want. Once a customers buy a product, they believe themselves to be on their own. And this is the type of attitude that companies are trying to change with customers. Easy to implement. This is about finding the best implementation of the product for the customers so that they won't run into any issues. By working with the customers, you get to present them with the various options right from the beginning before they start having any problems. This idea is to work the product smoothly into the customer's lifestyle. Informal queries by employees. Informal query refers to the communication that flows without following the formal defined path. Under informal communication, a piece of information flows in all directions without paying any heed to the level or authority. It arises out of social interactions among the employees and then spreads throughout the organization. It can take the form of a rumor or a gossip. For example, a talk over lunch regarding the attitude of the senior is an informal communication. It is difficult to determine the source of such information. Moreover, the actual talk may even get distorted and the final piece of information may come out to be much different from the original one. Formal queries by employees. Formal queries regardless of your role with an organization. Knowing how to formally communicate and recognize formal communication can help improve the way you communicate with colleagues and the company's management. Understanding and using all types of formal communication can be valuable skills. Professional interview. A professional interview is an interview consisting of a conversation between a job applicant and a representative of employer which is conducted to assess whether the applicant should be hired. Interviews are one of the most popular used devices for employee selection. Comment card. Comment card is a way to gather customer feedback for a business in a form of review. Comments are suggestions for the customer base. These comment cards are most often found in retail stores but are also used in other industries such as banks, restaurants, and hospitals. Customers' input is at the location using a pen and paper to fill in the card, which is then placed in a box, mailed, or just handed to staff. The information of these cards can be anonymous and usually in the form of a survey. Business owners use the data to improve the guest experience. Toll-free 800 numbers. Toll-free numbers are telephone numbers with distinct 3-digit codes that can be dialed from landlines with no charge to the person placing the call. Such numbers allow callers to reach businesses and individuals out of the area without being charged a long distance fee for the call. Toll-free numbers are particularly common customer service calling. Toll-free service has traditionally provided potential customers and others with a free and convenient way to contact business. Wireless callers, however, will be charged for the airtime minutes used during a toll-free call unless they have an unlimited calling plan. New technologies gathering customers' feedback. Customers' feedback is one of the most valuable resources a company can collect and one of the hardest to gather. Fortunately, technology makes it easier than ever to collect customers' feedback. Instead of counting endlessly reviews cards, you can view data that is instantly analyzed and presented in a clean, structured way. Focus group. A focus group is a market research method that brings together 6 to 10 people in a room to provide feedback regarding a product, service, concept, or marketing campaign. A trained moderator leads a 30 to 90 minutes discussion within the group with the design to gather helpful information. The moderator arrives with a set of list of 10 to 12 questions that will shared with the group during their time together that are designed to elicit throughout responses from all the participants. The moderator's goal is to hear from everyone and encourage many different opinions and ideas to be shared. Customers evaluating service on their own. Customers evaluate your action or how you provide service to customers. They check their experience to see if their assistance was good. And when your customers satisfied and happy with your service, they tend to promote your business and recommend it to others, and they are sure to come back again. Mystery Shopper. Mystery shopper is a method used by marketing research companies and organizations that wish to measure quality or sales and service, job performance, regulatory compliance, or to gather specific information about a market or competitors, including products and service. Mystery shopper, sometimes called secret shopper, are often employed by a third-party company to visit stores and restaurants, banks, and apartment complexes with the specific purpose of assessing customer service. They provide a record of their experience, which can be used to improve the business.
Measuring service quality after experience. MailWeb. Email system in which a user can access their emails via a browser on any computer or device that is connected to the internet. Halimbawa, gusto mong mag-travel sa malayo. Gamit ang MailWeb para makita mo ang iba't ibang impormasyon ng isang lugar na gusto mong puntahan. Telephone always play a significant role in the hospitality industry because people from around the world call for making booking or asking information or transferring message to the guest or for various other purposes. Alam naman natin na mahalaga na ngayon ang telephone. Critical incidents are highly stressful events that have the potential to overwhelm an individual's using coping abilities. For example, critical incidents include assaults on employees, hostage-taking, the suicide or murder of a co-worker, accident causing death. ServCal is a service instrument which claims to measure the service quality and any types of service organization on 5 dimensions, which are tangibles, reliability, assurance, responsiveness, and empathy. Finding and using the techniques that fits. Yes, everyone wants to feel special, so your priority should be to allow your guests to feel it, keeping track of guest preference, calling them by their name, and showing genuine interest in their requests is what hospitality is all about. Next, improvement cycles continues to management. The process of continuous improvement consider using service optimization technology that gather data into a common dashboard for teams. Continuous improvement. So in order to improve din ito, to be continuous in management, they need to consider their products or process quality and their service. Kailangang i-improve ito para mag-stand siya from other competitors, and syempre, pag ganon, posibleng natataas ang earnings nyo and can still operating in a long term.
Hi, I'm Marijoy Ilagan Sombilia. Measure of service quality depends on the following. Number 1, careful planning. Number 2, careful training. Number 3, rewards for guests and employee. Service standard. Number 1, job performance standards. Number 2, managerial observation of delivery process. Number 3, line employee assessment of guest experience. Service guarantee. Example, Hampton Inn, JetBlue.